Good morning, beloved. We read of an amazing story in Daniel chapter 10 about Daniel's perseverance in prayer. In verses 2 through 3, we read, "In those days, I, Daniel, was mourning 3 full weeks. I ate no pleasant food, no meat or wine came into my mouth, nor did I anoint myself at all, till 3 whole weeks were fulfilled." Then we read in verses 12 through 13 that from the first day that Daniel set his heart to pray and to humble himself before God, his prayer was heard. But God had to send the angel Gabriel to withstand the prince of the kingdom of Persia. And then Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help Gabriel because he was left alone there with the kings of Persia. Those are the demonic hosts raging conflict in order to resist the answer to Daniel's prayer. In our prayer lives, we can at times feel like we are wrestling against principalities, powers, rulers of the darkness of this world, and against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. Ephesians 6:12. That is why we are told to put on the whole armor of God so that we can stand against the wiles of the devil. Ephesians 6:11. As New Testament believers, we have an advantage that Daniel did not have. We have been given a whole different level of access before the throne of grace and have been told that we can come boldly before his throne to obtain mercy and find grace to help whenever we need it. Hebrews 4:16. It's so important to see that there were 3 important things that Jesus spoke about in the parable about perseverance in prayer from Luke 18:1 through 18. Number 1, Jesus puts prayer into the context of a judicial system. 2, nowhere in this parable does this woman address her adversary. And 3, God, the judge of all the earth, will avenge his elect ones speedily. It is not that we don't ever address the enemy in spiritual warfare, but it's just not mentioned in this parable. What's important to see in this parable is that the woman was looking for a verdict from the judge. Getting a verdict from the judge incapacitated the adversary. Also, we need to understand that we have a right to stand before the throne of God and get verdicts from the Lord. Isaiah 66:6 says, "I am the Lord who renders recompense." See, God, the judge of all the earth, will pronounce a verdict on his enemies when we come to him in prayer, reminding him of all of his covenant promises towards us. Our Father is the judge of all the earth. James 4:12 and 5:9 says, "There is one lawgiver who is able to save and to destroy. Behold, the judge is standing at the door." See, Jesus is our intercessor. He stands in the gap for us, defending us. Hebrews 7:25 says, "Therefore, he is also able to save to the uttermost those who come to God through him, since he always lives to make intercession for them." On the other hand, the scripture declares in Revelations 12:10 that Satan is the accuser of the brethren, who accuses us before our God day and night. So, Jesus is continuously interceding for us, while Satan is continuously accusing us before God. I want to let you know that these 2 voices are looking for agreement on earth. God is looking for agreement, and so is Satan, the accuser of the brethren. Jesus is declaring blessing on us, while Satan is declaring cursing upon us. The question is, who will prevail? The answer depends on who we will agree with. Which voice in the heavenlies will get a witness on earth? The will of God is being heralded at the throne of God. We must agree with God, His Word. When we do, we can have confidence because the Judge of all the earth will answer speedily. Well, God bless you guys. If you were encouraged today and would like to donate to our ministry, go on to gordonministries.org and click donate. I love you and am praying for you today.